November 2, 2007, in Perugia, Italy, 20-year-old Amanda and her boyfriend returned to the house where Amanda was staying for her studies. The house was shared with 3 other women, while 4 men lived on the first floor. When they arrived around noon, they noticed the front door was open. Amanda went inside and found bloodstains in the bathroom along with bloody footprints on the floor. At first, she assumed one of her roommates might have been injured, but then she noticed an unflushed toilet, which seemed unusual. Feeling that something was wrong, she decided to check on her roommate Meredith, but Meredith's bedroom door was locked from the inside and she did not answer any calls. Amanda contacted the police, who arrived and forced the door open. Inside, they found blood on a blanket, and beneath it, Meredith was lying dead in a pool of blood. Who was Meredith, and who was responsible for her murder? This twisted and confusing case is what we'll explore in today's video. Welcome to After Dark Crimes. In September 2007, 20-year-old Amanda arrived in Italy from America to pursue her dream. Since childhood, she had wanted to study in Italy, and she finally made that dream come true by renting a house and staying there. Another student, Meredith, a 21-year-old from Britain, had also come to Italy because she loved the country. Meredith was studying journalism and worked part-time as a tourist guide. Along with 2 other girls, the 4 women shared the ground floor of the house, while 4 male students lived upstairs. Their home was located in a town on a hillside. One day, Amanda and Meredith attended a music concert. Although they had different friend groups, Amanda met Raphael there. He was a shy young man who wore glasses, and Amanda immediately noticed him. Raphael also liked Amanda, and the 2 spent time together that night. They quickly developed strong feelings for each other and soon started a relationship, enjoying a happy time together. Meredith was dating a guy from the same apartment complex, while Amanda's life was going normally. Amanda worked at a nearby bar, and the bar owner's name was Patrick. Around this time, Amanda and Meredith came across a man named Rudy Guide. People in the town often described him as someone who was dishonest, made up stories, and stole from others. At one point, Rudy was found inside a house carrying a knife and was arrested by the police. However, he was later released and returned to living his normal life. On November 1st, Italy was celebrating a holiday for All Saints' Day, so many students had gone out of town. In the house, only Meredith and Amanda remained. Amanda left in the morning to spend time with her boyfriend, while Meredith went out with her friends, enjoying pizza and ice cream. Around 8:45 p.m., Meredith returned home. Amanda was preparing to go to work at the bar, but her boss Patrick called and told her not to come in and to take the evening off. Happy to have free time, Amanda went to her boyfriend's house. The 2 spent the night together, used drugs, and watched movies. Meanwhile, Meredith was alone at home, or so she thought. Unbeknownst to her, someone else was inside the house. At some point, the intruder attacked Meredith and stabbed her with a knife. Meredith fought desperately to survive, but she could not escape. The identity of her killer was still unknown. The next morning, November 2nd, Amanda and her boyfriend returned to the apartment and discovered the suspicious scene described earlier. Police arrived, but they had no clear idea who had murdered Meredith. On November 2nd, investigators began collecting statements from everyone connected to the case. The police had already questioned the other roommates, but Amanda and Raphael's behavior seemed unusual. The 2 were constantly hugging and staying very close to each other, which made investigators suspicious. Police began to wonder if they might somehow be involved in the crime. Soon, the internet was flooded with posts criticizing Amanda's behavior, and overnight she became one of the most hated people in the case. Amanda and Raphael were interrogated separately, with around 12 officers questioning each of them. At first, both repeated the same story about what had happened. But at one stage, Amanda claimed that she, Patrick, and Raphael had all been at the house on the night of the murder. Based on this statement, prosecutors argued that the three of them had killed Meredith together, and Patrick was arrested. However, Patrick proved that he had been working at the bar that night and provided evidence to support it. Once his alibi was confirmed, he was released. The accusation damaged his reputation, and he later filed a case against Amanda. Meanwhile, forensic teams continued examining Meredith's room. They collected fingerprints and DNA samples and found another blood sample in the apartment. DNA recovered from Meredith's purse and the crime scene matched Rudy Guide. People in the area already knew Rudy for being involved in theft-related incidents, and there were allegations that he had once threatened a girl with a knife. Police arrested Rudy, and the focus of the case shifted. Prosecutors then argued that Amanda, Raphael, and Rudy may have committed the murder together. Amanda and Raphael denied any involvement, but both were charged and sent to jail. After 4 years in prison, Amanda and Raphael were released when the court ruled that there was not enough evidence against them. But the case was still far from over. Prosecutors appealed the decision, and the legal battle continued. Different courts reached different conclusions, leaving the public even more confused. Meanwhile, Rudy Guide remained a key figure in the investigation because his DNA was found at the crime scene. He was convicted for Meredith's murder and sentenced to prison. As the years passed, Amanda and Raphael continued fighting to clear their names completely. Eventually, Italy's highest court overturned their convictions and declared that there was not enough reliable evidence linking them to the murder. After years of investigations, appeals, and worldwide media attention, Rudy Guide remained the only person convicted in Meredith Kercher's murder. Even today, many people still debate what really happened inside that house on the night of November 1, 2007. Was Rudy acting alone, or was there more to the story? That question continues to divide opinions, making the Meredith Kercher case one of the most controversial true crime mysteries in modern history. The case may be closed in court, but for many people, the mystery still remains.